くるくるこんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるねくるりん
Qué mala leche, ¿no? Que todo el piso sea débil a... O sea, que el boss sea débil a hielo. Y que todo el piso sea de hielo.
少し休め。
壊れちゃ
¿No quieren que use a mi Herta o qué?
う根は巡る捕獲マーク起動愉快な反撃の時間ですまだ立ち上がりますかくるくる
さあ、存分に味わ
Por
え。
cierto, ¿habéis empezado la historia? Por eso de que nos gusta que os spoilee y eso.
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるねくるくる
Porque lo que nos queda es hacer la historia ahora.
いずれ風に吹き落とされる
まだだよ。
くるりん
¿El one-shoteado al Q? We are the ones who own the world.
楽しいですか捕獲マーク起動愉快な反撃の時間です
Por cierto, mañana es día 1, tanto en Genshin como en Honkai. Bueno, supongo que en ZZ también. Están las tiraditas gratis de las monedas de 3 estrellas.
くるりん
Tururín.
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるねくるくる
No me lo hago, ¿no? Yo creo que no me lo hago.
壊れないよ
No, y si le pega a la única que no tiene la ulti cargada.
いずれ風に吹き落とされる捕獲マーク起動
Hice un poco de historia, pero no toda.
愉快な反撃の時間です
¿Dónde llegaste? ¡Oh! ¡Balsta ya! ¡Oh!
おや捕獲マーク起動愉快な反撃の時間です
¿Llegaste a la prisión esa? Joder, me la matan.
飲め。さあ、存分に味わえ。
Desbloquea marzo. Ah,
く
vale.
るりん
Pues está bien saberlo. Está graciosa la animación de cuando le pega la caja al ciervo. Me va a faltar daño para esta parte. O sea, me hago los puntos, pero yo quería hacerme los 80.000. Igual hay que subir a Himeko de una vez por todas. ¿Qué está comiendo? Esto es ropa... Ah, no está comiendo nada. Pensaba que estaba sujetando con palillos esta pieza de aquí, pero no. Tenemos el... Espérate. Igual sí que me compro el pase de batalla y maxeo esto, ¿eh? ¿Cuánto cuesta la ulti de Himeko? Ah, 120 solo. ¿He escuchado bien? Sí, es que quiero hacerme los 80.000 puntos. Ahora me han entrado las ganas. Me vendo al meta. A ver, la señora momia. Lo que no tengo es para subirle los rastros. Va con set de fuego y salsoto. Esto es cierto, el mejor set ahora mismo, el mejor set para Himeko sigue siendo el set de fuego. Ah, es verdad. ¿Dónde era eso? El de adicionales. Vale. ¿Qué se da Himeko con ascensiones? Nada, fire damage. Una mierda. Ah, me enseña las piezas que tienen las tres cosas. Pues tengo... Le puedo poner 2 de ruptura, si no. 4 adicionales, vamos a ver. Vale, no tengo... Vamos a quitar esto y vamos a filtrar por adicionales. ¿Se lleva con speed, Himeko? ¿O se lleva sin speed? ¿Se lleva con speed o sin speed? Bueno, tampoco tengo mucha alternativa. No tengo nada... Solo tengo esto, no tengo nada para subir. What? Bueno, esto es mejor. Vale. A ver. Ah. ¿Esto qué son? 3 roles. Y estos son... Thor. Baby, don't you know a saffron. Vale. Esto tiene potencial. No. Vale. Vale. Ah. Ah. Bueno, creo que sigue siendo decente. O sea, tengo 6, 5, 30. Ahora hay que buscar daño crítico. Ah, no tengo botas de ataque. Sería poner la topaz velocidad. Si no llevara esta con velocidad. Fire damage. Tengo que tener algo de fuego. No tengo nada de fuego. Solo tengo lo de topaz. Mucha ruptura. No tengo nada de fuego. ¿Qué recomendaban? ¿El de adicionales o el...? Ah, bueno, el de Pure Fiction, claro. Claro. Fuego. Fuego. Con ataque plano. Y velocidad. Y más velocidad. Vale. Ataque plano. Más ataque plano. Mm. Sí, lo de la Superstar ya lo estoy viendo. Pero ¿por qué quiere velocidad? No entiendo por qué quiere velocidad. Querría velocidad. No tengo mucha alternativa aquí. Bien. No. A ver, ¿cómo queda? El set le da... O sea, le da 40% de daño crítico y 4%. $50-120. No hay un... ¿No hay un cono de erudición que dé crítico? No, no hay ni uno. Y solo tengo un cono de esta. Joder. ¿Cuánto vale la ulti de Erta? 110, cuesta menos todavía. Hostia, no sé si voy a poder subir... Ah, bueno, claro, tengo que farmearle. No sé si voy a poder subir 3 personajes hoy, en un día.
人間の探求心は果てしないのよ。
Algo tengo, muy poco. So when I think ignores me. No te llega la XP. ¿La XP para qué? ¿Para subirla de nivel al 90? Sí, me llega. Lo que no sé si me llega... Lo de los rastros, porque tengo 150 de esto, ¿verdad? Sí, sí, experiencia yo creo que sí me llega. Que voy sobrado. O sea, a nivel de personaje voy fácil. De todas formas va un poco pochilla, ¿no? No sé. ¿No hay un cono que dé probabilidad? El de yo ando daño crítico, pero... Ignores me. 131, me gustaría tener 3 más de speed. Vale, tenemos que hacer al de fuego. Para eso tenemos que subir de nivel aquí. O tenía que haber comprado el pase, porque así tendría un par de botellitas extras. Con estas botellitas no consigo... No consigo subir, hacerme al boss lo necesario, ¿no? Tengo que hacer este. ¿Espera qué? ¿Nivel 70? She said honey can play the game.
行こうケンちゃん。大地を割る。頑張って。 動じないで。答え見つけてごらん。はっ、そこ。
¿Cuántos son? A ver.
生産しましょう。鉄雲弾学。
Ah, o sea, solo he gastado 3 de estos. Necesito 62. ¡Qué coñazo!
後期。
Pues no me da para subirla, ¿eh? Si hubiera comprado el pase, sí me llegaría. Joder, macho, qué cagada.
動じないで。
I am an evil man.
すべてを失うか、はたまた手に入れるか、気をつけて。
Y el cono de ella lo tengo en Erta. No sé si hay... Es que... Eso, Erta tiene... El otro cono que tengo subido de erudición es peor para Erta que para ella. ¿Ya qué DPS le va en marzo? Pues casi cualquiera. Casi que cualquiera. O sea, no sé qué equipos mejorará, pero es usable en casi todos los equipos, porque se puede llevar a Super Break, o sea, tiene 2 builds. Se puede llevar a Break y se puede llevar a... lo diré. A Crítico.
この先には数えきれないほどの素晴らしい景色がある。ここで立ち止まってはいられないわ。
20, o sea, me quedo pelado. Mira, es que tengo de sobra, yo creo. Me faltan 35, ¿no? Sí. 7 runes. Joder. Es que ni con el pase. Con el pase tocho sí, sin el pase de... No. ¿Se nos dará mucho el 70? Es que le falta mucho ataque. Y le falta la última ascensión. Ah, que se sube la probabilidad si tiene vida. Nice. Vale, pues vamos a avanzar en la historia y quizá con los eventos que hay consigamos alguna botella o así y podamos seguir subiéndola. ¿Cuántas historias tengo aquí? No, esto. Creo que en mi cuenta no me sirve de mucho. Puede ser, porque con Acheron no es buena, porque si no tienes Acheron E2 no la puedes usar, básicamente.
パムど
Con Jingliu no está mal, sin más. Tampoco es que sea muy allá. Con Kafka tampoco es que sea muy allá, no está mal.
久しぶりだな
A ver, con Kafka sí que podrías usarla, ¿eh?
開拓の実はもうすぐ
Porque no, o sea, que ella vaya a críticos no quiere decir que el resto del equipo tenga que ir a críticos.
諸君はラフの災いを鎮める手助けを
Con Kafka iría bien, yo creo. Lo que pasa es que es mejor tener otro support.
大忙しね
No se ha petado el
ファミリ
directo,
ー
¿no?
の調和セレモニーが終わったばかりなのに
Me ha asustado por un momento.
なんかうちらの恋さ
ならお前
行きたく
ラフは危機を乗り越えたばかりだ
ピノコニーの時だって
そう
O sea, tiene buen daño, ¿eh? Lo que pasa es que no es daño como para ser main DPS.
時間的には余裕がちょうど減るたが
Creo. Igual sí, ¿eh?
今考えてるスケ
二人ともみんな異論はないようだ
Lo voy a poner en inglés para entender lo que dicen y no tener que leer. ¿Por qué tengo que descargar cada vez que...? ¿Por qué se descarga tan rápido?
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun.
Vamos a bajar un poco el volumen de la música.
By the way, Danha,
And just let you two wander. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The ambrosial arbor crisis just ended. And both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Lo Fu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right.
coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know? Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and this time we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
Creo que me ha salido un grano en la nariz porque me duele.
Quite unusual, I must say.
I agree.
Uy, joder. Un momento, estoy mirando Twitter. Vale, ya estoy.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most...
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their out. Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
We know a little bit about...
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
Exactly! We're Xianzhou experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
Voy a bajar un poco más la música.
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet. No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks, before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions. Oh yeah! Fixstroll Garden! It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous...
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things, but our clients will love it.
Ooh, it does sound interesting. Let's...
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
What a different experience looking down on stars. There you are! Everyone, this way! Hey, everyone! It's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you...
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you
¿Por qué se me pone el ratón en el
aware
medio?
before?
We've only been away for a few months.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danheng. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhu Ming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings. Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knight's armaments. The Xianzhou Juming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on
El
cloud
general
nine.
Huayan entonces es el abuelo de Yun-Li, ¿no?
Where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off.
Es el que salía en el tráiler de la versión.
He's been eager to hear about how the
El
Express
abuelete.
has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side. I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Me está entrando el sueño enterito. Coca-Cola.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Ah, digo, vamos a combatir con el Yankee, pero no, es un combate normal, lo que pasa es que nos están haciendo el tutorial de una nueva mecánica.
Don't listen.
¿Para qué sirve el estado? ¿Qué hace el estado lunar ese?
This ends now.
Right on time.
Watch your head.
Está calentora la Coca-Cola.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
De hecho, voy a poner un hielito. Bueno, pero no me quiero perder la cinemática.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat.
Could you give me back my...
Se ha quedado la espada. Vale, pausita para el hielito. Perdona.
An ancient game to make your brain feel brand new. Celestial Jade.
Ya estoy.
An ancient game to make your brain feel
Let's go.
brand new. Celestial Jade.
Wait, my soul... I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Me hacen...
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Esto no son de Belobog.
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo...
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant
Ah,
for
no,
the
es de...
last
vale, es de los de
and
Topaz y demás.
IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
O sea, en vez de solucionarlo, vamos a evadirlos, vamos a ignorarlos.
Who's in charge here?
Buen general, Yankee.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
¿Cómo que capitana?
With the war dance approaching,
Si se puede-
safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship
Welcome
was
back.
attacked by
A
the
ver, está
Borisin
viendo la
in
historia,
Luofu,
pero
and the Zhu Ming envoys saved
tampoco
them?
quiero hacer mucho. Eso, intentaré sacar a marzo y no sé, y luego ya veré.
Honestly, it gives me a headache.
A ver si podemos probar a marzo.
Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals
Los
over to
dupes van poco a
Luofu.
poco, no los consigues de golpe. Los tienes que
With all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu,
desbloquear haciendo
Starship
cositas, ¿no?
lanes are under immense pressure. The
Está
Borisin
gracioso.
desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
Los dupes son después.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Pero está el evento ya. Creo que está el evento ya está, ¿no?
Sí. It's an
No
unusual
hay que hacer
situation
toda la
indeed.
historia para hacer el
I'll
evento.
report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from
A ver si me
others
dejan libre
so
y
that
lo
the
miro.
seat of divine
Porque
foresight
juraría que el evento de los tres
can
dupes ya
understand
está.
the situation.
Me ha parecido verlo antes, a la mañana.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss.
Sí, hay que hacer la historia para el...
The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are
Borisin.
abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time.
De la abundancia.
Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time.
Por la cara, los
Plundering
hombres
and
lobo de la
enslaving many
abundancia.
worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu.
Ya te había dicho que, era de la,
Such
que eran de la
brazen
abundancia.
attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange.
Pero, a ver,
too.
no me sorprende que sean...
It seems like
Que,
the
que estén
IPC
peleando con la
Borisin
abundancia. Me
have some
sorprende que
serious grudges.
liguen un hombre lobo con la abundancia.
Enough with the chit-chat.
Porque, ¿qué relación tiene un hombre lobo con la,
General wants me
con la
to take you to the
abundancia?
Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Si fuera un vampiro todavía, pero un hombre lobo...
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, That young lady who just
Pues
appeared,
era una
she took
tontería.
my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
De hecho, los hombres lobos pegarían más en Belobog
Perhaps she's
que aquí.
around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the general waiting.
Perros contra gatos.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Va, este más malo. Es más malo.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwayan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Pues un poco tal. El Hwayan! El abuelo. Este tiene que ser un personaje jugable, tío.
Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing.
¿Por qué no lo hacen jugable? Un 4 estrellas, así. Hubiera estado guapo.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Que tuviera animaciones de puto amo, como un poco Muden Rossi que fuera.
All is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Hwayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hwayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to...
Por cierto, ¿se escucha bien las voces? ¿O está muy alta la música?
Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hwayan.
It's my honor to
Está algo alto la música.
General Hwayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you.
¿Qué pasa? O sea, ayer me ignoró todo el mundo. Hablé con 4 personas, me ignoraron todos. Y hoy me contestan todos.
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
¿Quieres que te ignore?
You're more than welcome, General Hwayan.
Pero, ¿qué te hace pensar que disfrute que me ignoren?
This young friend is...
Me ignoraron ayer.
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of...
De que hoy todo el mundo... No. ¿Que hoy no me hace caso o no? De que los que me ignoraron ayer hoy han decidido dejar de ignorarme. Por ignorarte para compensar. El problema es que ayer me ignoraron, no que hoy me hayan dejado de ignorar.
It's
it's you.
Aunque en realidad no me puedo quejar, que yo soy el rey de los ignores.
You two already know each other?
Sobre todo en
Guess we
WhatsApp.
don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me.
Hago la
how did
mítica
you two
de lo
become
leo,
acquainted?
digo, va, ya le contesto luego.
She
Y
helped me capture the
pasan 2
escaped
días y no
Boris and
contesto.
prisoners at the Starskip Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left,
Bueno, a
you
veces.
took my flying sword.
Sí, pero es la típica pregunta o... ¿Sabes quién me está ignorando? A ver, ¿quién?
That's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we
Ahora no me
are
digas que yo.
dead, I hope.
Nope. That won't
Que me
do.
tendría que devolver 600. Pero ese tiene una buena razón para ignorarte.
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back.
Ese sí que me está
Assuming
ignorando.
when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have
600,
to reclaim
joder.
it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owners
Yo tengo cuchillos en casa. ¿Lo ves? Yo tengo cuchillos en... Ah, en casa. Pensaba que habías puesto en cada. Iba a que te faltaba en cada mano o algo así.
If I hadn't caught it and helped
Cuchillos en
it hit its
casa.
mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Ha salido Yunli y me estoy
Hold on a
perdiéndole algo.
second, Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you.
Hostia, no me digas que Yunli es
in front of
imbécil.
everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Es una flipada de cuidado. Joder.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
Me está haciendo pensar que Yanqing es humilde. Y Yaokun no me estaba cayendo bien tampoco. Ya, es que yo pensaba que era el típico de ojos chinos, en plan, bueno, ojos cerrados de los animes, que es como que sabes, va siempre una jugada antes, ¿no? En los animes. Pero lo que he visto en las cinemáticas de Yaokun no es eso, es todo lo contrario.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love
Frey Chao
to spin
también.
these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young
Sí que
girl,
parece eso, pero no me está
a
dando
bit
esa impresión.
awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss.
Yo he visto varios momentos de Yaokun en cinemáticas, no sé si en algún stream que he entrado en la previa o así, y no parece que... No parece muy seguro de sí mismo, vamos, no parece que tenga la situación controlada, que es lo que pensarías de alguien así, de alguien con esa apariencia.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah.
¿Sabéis a cuál me
Better to
refiero?
make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lafu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled.
No te hacía furra lover o furry lover.
I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
Siempre es...
I'm on it.
Ok.
This is the report Qingzhu just sent me. Let me take a look.
Igual es que para no cortar el ambiente... Bueno, espera. Vamos a acabar el diálogo y luego...
Looks like the general has given me a
Pongo la
tough
música del
challenge.
juego.
He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
Los turbofurros.
You know, talking things out
Los
isn't as
turbofurros.
straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about
Por cierto,
that
antes has dicho perros contra gatos, pero... Todos los buenos son gatos, se supone. O sea, Yukon, Tingyun y demás se supone... Son más como zorros, ¿no? Más que gatos. Y el zorro es un pariente del perro más que del gato.
Esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond
Son
mere
zorros.
spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from
O
the marshal?
simplificación. Ah, vale.
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Se me han derretido los hielos ya.
However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage.
No, los zorros no son gatos.
on the Xianzhou.
Ah, bueno, dices la simplificación, pero no, los zorros
Far greater than its literal meaning.
son más perros que gatos.
So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day,
Formas muy sorprendente.
the Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Y no le pega la voz. Bueno, no
They
sé.
must be the
Igual sí.
messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing.
Sí, igual sí.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Vale, ahora cambiamos de plano y vamos a donde está Freisao, ¿no? Sí. ¿Y vamos a jugar con Freisao?
Drat.
Ah, no, todavía
I
no.
forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword. No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again.
Ya no tiene pinta, ¿no?
By the way, I
Pero es que
don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved.
a Akero no la controlas en ninguna
Maybe
parte de la
because of
historia, por
Elder
ejemplo,
Wang's
¿no?
visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou
La controlas en la
Yaoqing must be the
2.1.
Roman's Claw
Puede
herself,
ser cuando
That's right.
cuando justo vas a vencer a Venturín, ahí
That's
en
what
la,
makes
la
this
parte que
entire
está en blanco y
thing so
negro.
unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation.
Que siempre has controlado los dos del banner desde la 2.1.
Right?
Creo que es antes.
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
O sea, me estás diciendo que hemos controlado a Budkill.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the law
Ya, Jade.
fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the
Me gusta lo de los
Antimatter
pops.
Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes.
Cuando va al hotel con D'Angel,
It's
sí.
undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous
Jade?
intent from within the Luofu,
Cuando habla con
implicating
Firefly.
Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of
Cuando
suspicion
habla
is
con
kindled,
Firefly.
it proves hard to extinguish. The general must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war
Pero siempre hay
dance.
combate. Ah, vale.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip, but it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
O sea, esta es Linsa, ¿no?
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't
De
be
Linsa
like
me
that.
gusta la apariencia, pero todas las animaciones no me no me llaman nada,
Even
tío.
if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do
No,
anything.
no me convencen las animaciones de Linsa.
Did I say something wrong?
Viene el mismo... Odio la ropa de Linsa. La ropa sin más.
Miss March
O
is
sea,
right. I don't have the
tampoco es lo
skills to
mejor,
share
pero
the
bueno.
General's burdens at the moment.
¿Por qué va en
Still,
taparrabos?
I'll do my best to follow his instructions.
En taparrabos, a ver.
Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations,
No recuerdo yo que
I
vaya
need
en
to go to the
taparrabos.
Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
Lo que recuerdo es que tiene unas medias rojas horribles que tiene
Just
hasta...
let him go alone.
Es rarísima la
Why
falda.
don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is
No
too
son
much
medias,
trouble.
son sus piernas.
While I
¿Cómo?
appreciate
Son
your
rojas sus
kindness,
piernas, ¿me estás diciendo?
Dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're
Son
pretty
escamas.
experienced in dealing
Really?
with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few.
¿Cómo
of
sabes
them,
eso?
Right? Hey, Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be
Porque se ve, pues yo no lo he visto.
adventuring, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Ah, espera. Ahora sí. Luego sale... Vale. Digo, porque ¿dónde la has visto? Si no sale ahora.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC...
Bueno, el rellenudo... Lo que no sé es qué hace el... ¿Cómo era el IPC o...? La IPC.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral?
They're in trouble? No, it's me! I'm the one in trouble!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protests in the shipway.
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the...
No es relleno. Bueno, no es relleno. Estará en la... Tendrá que ver con la historia, pero...
And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you a million times. It's a
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented...
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold.
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't...
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off.
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that
Biological tissue?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist
El DAF de ese tío.
grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological
Ah, el
products
doblaje.
are
Joder.
very
O sea que está haciendo un DAF.
Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC. I heard how you helped Aurum Alley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
De este, ¿no? Dices, del Scott. Del IPC. Sí, tiene voz de insoportable. O sea que está bien hecho. No. Joder con los minijuegos, macho.
As I recall, this
Y esto
guy
nos
won't
da
listen to
dangarompa,
reason
tío.
and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
No es mi turno.
Speaking of
Ah, vale.
regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4.
A ver, estrategia de negocio. Manipulación en atacar el punto débil. El resultado de esta ronda se duplica.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before
Hostia, qué
you
respuesta
continue.
más genérica, ¿no?
I didn't expect to see you again, Mr. Scott. We had such fun in Arum Alley last time. It seems our paths are destined to cross once more.
Stop pretending we're friends.
Le han cambiado la voz otra vez a esta tía.
Punch you in the face. So, are you guys gonna resolve this problem? Or are you just gonna let this clown put on a show here?
¿Qué me ha ganado?
Let's just pretend we don't know her, Don.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property.
Para ti que ser algo específico, ¿no?
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage...
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel
Retirada para avanzar. Ah, pero esto lo tiene que usar antes. No voy a ver si para un... Es hora de escalar el problema.
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel...
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Cienjo...
My
Hello, Lau.
Cienjo beacon must not be working because I have no
Quiero
idea
darle un
what I just
puñetazo.
said.
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection...
Confiscate it? How can you Cienjo...
If this were pure point, an incoming cargo posed a safe...
That's true. But the IP... We both need to follow the regulations because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulation.
Trágate tu orgullo y suplícale, ¿cómo? Voy a hacer el doble.
Your logic is too confusing
¿Por
for
qué
anyone
dice
to
esta
follow.
mierda de frase?
Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense.
Ah, vale.
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that...
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I buy...
Jala.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue.
Nunca más esto, por favor.
I'll allow you.
No me hagáis...
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go.
Yeah, you've got some insight there.
¿Estos son escamas?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Ah, pensaba que le llegaban hasta la pierna, vamos.
She's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission.
I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
Pero está como muy mal hecho lo de las escamas.
Doesn't matter? How can you say that?
O sea, se le ve la mano roja, pero en plan cutre. No se nota que tenga escamas.
So nice all of a sudden. Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more...
Sí que tiene como unos pantalones raros, ¿no?
We could have sidestepped that altercation.
Ni 3 minutos y ya me parece un coñazo.
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
¿Qué es esa X que tienes? La velada... Ah, la velada de año. No sé por qué. Pienso que es el logo de Chocas, tío, lo de la velada del año. Parece el logo del Chocas. La X es ahí. No sé si tiene una calavera o que tiene el Chocas en medio.
Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Pero también cierra los ojos.
Of a long-life species, your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Hostia, se me han derretido los hielos instantáneos.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
¿Por qué hablan como de...? Ah, vale, que tienen más
Already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right? Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
¡Mechafurros! Y... Miedo pertinaz. ¿Qué cojones es miedo pertinaz? ¿Y qué pasa con...? A ver... Aterrorizado y no puede actuar. ¿Cuántos turnos no puede actuar?
How unexpected. That was a surprise.
Lead through cloud.
¿Y es un debuffo resistible o es un debuffo irresistible? Joder, se ha muerto instantáneo.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
No lo sé por la misma razón
I
que
don't
tú.
think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
Menuda mierda de tutorial, tío, que no te dejan probarlo, ¿sabes?
I swear on the Emperor Lord!
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Aventurín Yanquinchi, Giovanni, puta.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
Me gusta menos ahora el Insa, ¿eh?
Tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
O sea, no por personalidad, sino por cómo se ve en in-game.
In industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples.
A ver, por lo menos no tiene la ropa típica del Lofu, que son todas iguales.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such
Pero lo de las escamas, yo es que pensaba que eran guantes y medias, tío. Lo de las escamas me parece que está hecho muy cutre.